Starting Monday, First at 4 moves to News 12. All the news that's important to you, all on one channel. First at 4, coming Monday to News 12. From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, First at 5.
So it came to me.
Emotional testimony from George Floyd's girlfriend today. It could play a significant role in the trial of the former Minneapolis police officer, Derek Chauvin. But first, this week, we've been filling you in about the money coming to our area from the American Rescue Plan. The city of Augusta and Richmond County set to receive $84 million, but the Richmond County school system is getting even more. Our Celeste Springer joins us now in the studio with what they're planning on doing with the extra money. Celeste?
Yeah, according to the Department of Education, the Richmond County School District will get nearly $117 million. Columbia County schools will get about $20 million. Our districts are still in the planning phases for right now, but the type of impact these millions of dollars could have is undeniable. This money is way more than what our schools received in the previous two stimulus packages. For example, Superintendent Dr. Sandra Caraway says Columbia County got about $11 million in the last two packages combined. They say their biggest goal is to use the money to help make up for some of the learning lost throughout the year. In fact, all schools are required to use at least 20% of the money on remediation. Dr. Caraway says some of the money might also go towards technology and likely replacing some old laptops. They say the money could also mean some new job postings in the future.
We will hire additional personnel so that we can provide small group instruction and individual remediation for students who we know have lost ground due to the pandemic.
Coming up at News 12 at 6 o'clock, we'll hear from Richmond and Aiken counties about their own plans. We'll also break down why Richmond County schools are receiving more than 5 times more money than Columbia County.
It's a lot of money. All right, thanks for that update, Celeste. Taking a look outside.
Some pretty big paychecks are on the way to our local school districts as part of the American Rescue Plan. Columbia County set to get $20 million. Aiken County, $28 million. Richmond County schools the most, $117 million.
It is a lot of cash, and with so much money flooding in really all at once, we wanted to know how the counties plan to spend it. Our Celeste Springer live in the studio with the breakdown of the plan so far.
The bill gives significantly more money to our schools than the prior packages, CARES Act and CARES Act 1 and 2. Our districts tell us they're still in the planning stages, but they have big ideas on how to use this money in ways that could help our kids for decades to come. Only a year ago, many of our schools were in the face of major cutbacks.
Last year, at about this time, our budgets got cut by quite significantly, 11%. And so in a district like ours, that was $15 million.
But now there's hope for our schools as they try and navigate their way out of the pandemic. Over in Aiken County, the district says they plan to use some of the money to pay teachers working over the summer. Though it varies by staff member, the pay is about $10 more an hour than what they normally pay. Columbia County says you might see some job postings from the funding too.
We will hire additional personnel so that we can provide small group instruction and individual remediation for students who we know have lost ground.
20% of the funding districts receive must be used on learning remediation like this. Meanwhile, Richmond County says they're still working to figure out where they'll put their money towards, but say some could go towards extended learning programs and PPE. Columbia County also says they might use some of the money on their computer network, things like Wi-Fi, databases, and more. That could run them $1.5 million. But Caraway says these types of investments could help their schools in the long run.
Anytime you can improve their learning, that's going to last a lifetime for them.
And you might be wondering why Richmond County received about 5 times more than Columbia County. The bill gives priority to districts with students living in poverty, and according to the Governor's Office of Student Achievement, 49% of Richmond County students are economically disadvantaged.
Money going to good use there. Celeste, thanks a lot. The Saturday market is